So, Carlene, a couple of questions for you. I really appreciate you being camera ready so early. Look at you.
Thank
But what
you.
first question I have, Carlene, is what or how'd you find us? How'd you find Senior Life?
Actually, I came to Senior Life from ZipRecruiter, so it
Okay.
was from an ad on ZipRecruiter.
Wow, wow. And how many years ago was that? How long you been here?
I initially contracted in 2018 with Senior
Mhm.
Life, and initially I was doing the in and out part-time scenario. I was working a full-time job that I was kind of stuck at for that moment. And then in 2022, January, I decided to just go full-time and fully commit myself to Senior Life, and the best decision that I've ever made.
And I know that was a very difficult decision because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it took you about 9 months to make it.
Yeah, it was very difficult. I like a little bit more,
A little bit more.
but I
Yeah.
enjoyed, the scenario. The pay was good, had an assistant. It was a good, job at the time. But again, it was a job. So I made a conscious decision after seeing that this opportunity, it's amazing. Like if you're someone who trust yourself, you trust your own work ethics, which I did and had to really come to that realization. Like you owe it to you to be a part of Senior Life and to be all in.
And what do you think was the most difficult, or what was your biggest fear in not going full time? Because I mean, there's a lot of people out here that they may not even have a full time job. They just may be kind of here full time but part time. You know what I mean? But what was your biggest fear in really doing a cannonball in as opposed to just like a toe?
The biggest fear was financial because, I'm responsible for myself and I also help out my mom. Actually, she's in the next room right now.
Hmm.
So it was, what if, all of the what ifs that came up, like, what if, you're not getting the money in? What if, the leads aren't working out? What if there was just a whole lot of what ifs? So it, prolonged the scenario. And I think a good pivotal point was really just to really think and to look at what I'm seeing. Like it's working, the system works. At that time, it was Kiki, Joanne, Jen, and Bianca. Like I saw myself in them.
Mhm.
And I knew if I put in the work, because I think a lot of people desire to go full time, but they still have like a part time mentality, like I want to conquer this business, I want to do this, but you can't do that with a part time mindset. So I knew when I did make the jump, that I was going to treat it like my full-time job. I was going to work every single day. I was not going to give myself any breaks. And when I was part-time, I did about, I think 2021 was like 30 something thousand. And to date, full-time, it's 229,000 production. So the activity and the belief and the work, it just, just went.
What was the most amount of money that you made working for Senior Life part time in 1 year? If you had to guess, you probably don't
Oh,
even
if I had to guess, I would probably say about maybe 19,000,
19,000.
maybe 1920.
And this year, 2022, was your first full year as being full time. How much money have you made so far?
So far, I think I've already hit the six-figure mark with Senior Life. So I'm very excited about that.
Awesome. So you blew way past that because you not only did you make six figures, but you deposited over six figures this year so far.
Wow. Thank you, God. All glory be to God. God is just, He opened the door. I have great mentors. I would not be where I am today without, first, let me just give a shout out to Leo because he did not give up on me. He kept reaching out, and thank God for you, Doug and David, because you guys definitely, made this way possible. So thank you guys so, so much.
So one last question is when it just kind of goes to the fact of how important our upline is,
Mhm.
right? When you made that commitment to come here full time, now we don't need to get into details as to exactly what we did say per se, but what did your how supportive was your upline and how important was their support the first little bit?
So important. And so there, being in my scenario, like I come from struggle, raised by a single mom, and I hope I don't tear up, but a single mom with five girls, and money was always an issue. And so when I got, this good job, I mean, pretty much I was, the manager of a senior living community with an assistant. I basically had all of these direct reports. And so it felt really good. So I felt a little bit of security there, but there's really no security in a job. But the support that I received from the leadership, from you, David, and Leo, just saying, I got your back, we're here for you. If you're willing to work, we have you 110%. That meant all the world to me. And you guys kept your promise the entire way through coaching, through just working out scenarios whenever they came up. So the support was everything, and it was a big part of my success.
Awesome. Awesome. Any last little couple of lines of advice that you'd like to give other agents?
Absolutely. Especially I'll first talk to the part-timers, I get it. There are scenarios, you may have your family or whatever it is, and there's a whole fear factor, but you can trust the system. I would say to you, if you just double down on looking at the track record, right? Success leave crumbs. Senior life is a wonderful opportunity. So go for it and believe in yourself, believe bigger, you can do it. And, just for everyone else, I would say run fast. I've been telling people, look at this compensation, run fast, do it fast, get it done, because we're here, we're building legacies, we're helping families, we're making a difference, and, we're doing it together. So that would be my advice for everyone, run fast.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Carlene, for everything that you do daily. Our entire organization is better because of you. So thank you so very much.
Thank you. And I love this team. Thank you, everybody.
Pleasure. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the top